family, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to re-moisturize my hair while talking to you on some natural hair myth which is not true or which do not really work. Some people talk about it. I know you guys also watch other YouTube channel and listen to other things. And when I started my natural hair journey in 2016, I watched some natural hair YouTuber also, but each time I did what they claims that work, it don't actually work out for me like the way it worked out for them. Or sometimes I even try some natural hairstyle, it wouldn't come out the way I saw it in the video. So that's why I just decided to do what I feel will work for me. I started to go into research on researching for myself instead of just taking everything they said. These are some of the natural hair stuff that I want to discuss with you guys and why re-moisturizing my hair. So I have my potato juice and fenugreek spirits here, and then I got my coffee growth oil. I will leave this video down in the description box if you are busy and don't want to make it, and then I will leave a link where you can purchase it. And in that video I have few ingredients in it, but this is the original recipe, so this consists of 16 different ingredients. And then I have my shea butter. So if you want to see my full refresh routine, how I take care of my hair in between wash day, I will leave that video down in the description box for you. So this video is just about some natural hair myth which is not true, and you should stop believing it if you actually want to grow your hair out. Or let me just say a disclaimer, those are things that I feel that did not work for my hair type and did not work for my hair at all. But I know some people will come back and want to argue with me on it. This is not an argument. This is something that I just feel it did not work for me. So if you want to take that advice, that's fine. It's your hair. You are free to do whatever that is good for your hair, because you know your hair more than I do. Now, the first natural hair myth which is not true, or which I believe not to be true at all, is the more you trim your hair, the more your hair going to grow. That doesn't make any sense at all, because our hair grows from our scalp. This is your ends. You just trimming your ends. How is that possible for this part to grow faster? Now, on the other hand, I would say that if you trim your hair, you are just getting rid of dead ends and split ends, which could damage your hair if you don't get rid of it in the long run. And it's just going to keep splitting up, splitting up, splitting off. And because of that, you will have to cut a lot of hair off to get rid of them. So that's what I would say, trim when necessary. As for me, I try to trim once a year or twice a year. I don't use any of those bad things on my hair which will require me to do a constant trim. I don't put heat on my hair. I take good care of my hair. I use my DIY treatments and I take very good care of my hair. So I don't see the need of me trimming my hair every 4 weeks or every 8 weeks. According to science, we are supposed to grow at least half an inch of hair a month. Some people grow far less, some people grow more. So if you are growing half an inch a month, and maybe you're not even growing that much, and if you are cutting your hair every 4 weeks or every 6 weeks, you are not going to see any length. You are not going to retain any length. So that's not true. Trimming your hair does not make your hair grow faster. Myth number 2, which I believe is not true, that regular shampoo make your hair grow faster. That is totally not true. On the other hand, it's good for you to use shampoo only on your scalp because of the buildups on your scalp, and that sometimes people produce excess sebum, excess oil for you to get rid of that. And then you shampoo your scalp, and when you are rinsing the shampoo off, the shampoo that slide down your hair, that is more than enough to get rid of any dye or buildups that is on your hair. So shampooing your hair to not make your hair grow faster. It rather dry up your hair, which cause it to be very brittle and break off. It have nothing to do with the more you shampoo, the more your hair will grow. That's not true. I co-wash my hair twice a month, and then I shampoo twice a month. So that means I was taking care of my hair every week. Sometimes I will even co-wash 3 times in a month and just use shampoo 1 time in the month to just get rid of any buildups that is on my scalp and clean my scalp. But you will never see me shampooing my hair every week or twice a week. No, that is not true. So if anyone is telling you to shampoo your hair very fast, that will make your hair to grow fast, do not believe it, because this is not true. And I have experienced that, and it just doesn't make sense to shampoo your hair so often just for you to dry your hair out, and then how is that going to grow your hair? Yes, that is not true. Don't believe it. And I would say listen to your hair. The more you get to learn your hair and know what your hair needs and wants, the better you'll be able to take care of it, and you will be able to retain a lot of length. Another myth which I feel is not true, and I know it's not true, is using coffee to change your gray hair to black hair overnight, and using honey to change your white hair to black hair. That is not true. I also tried that coffee treatment to see if it will actually turn my gray hair to black hair. It did not work for me. It's just a myth. And honey is a humectant. When you apply it to your hair, it draws moisture from the air into your hair, but it has nothing to do with changing your white hair color. So that is not true. And that coffee overnight treatment, that you can use coffee overnight to color your hair or to get rid of your gray hair, that is not true. I tried. It did not work for me, and luckily I tried, because I also thought that probably it was possible, but it's not true. So any video that you see out there that you can color your hair overnight using coffee to get rid of your gray hair, don't believe it. I was your guinea pig. I gave it a try and it did not work. Honey is good for your hair. So if you want to add it into your deep conditioner, if you want to add it into your hair products, it's very good. But it's not going to have any effect on your hair color. Do not believe it, because that's not true. Another natural hair myth which is wrong, or I believe it to be wrong, is using your nails to massage your scalp is very bad. I believe that for a couple of years, until I saw an article online from a cosmetologist, which is very old now. She claims that during their days, they were trained to use their nails to massage their scalp. Just make sure that you don't have any cracks in your nails, because massaging your scalp, we want to get that blood flow, that circulation, that stimulation on our scalp, which will encourages our hair growth. So using your fingertip is not as effective as using your nails. So I stopped using my fingertip to massage my scalp, and nowadays I use my nails and I enjoy it. It feels very good and I love it, and I'm gonna continue to do that. So if you want to give it a try, let me know. Just make sure you don't have any cracks in your nails. That is why I keep my nails at a certain length. My nails grow very fast, but I don't like it to be too long because I do natural hair videos and I don't want to hurt myself. I also don't want to hurt my daughter, my baby, Aurora. So I try to keep my nails very short. Another natural hair myth which I do not agree with or do not believe is that using grease on your hair can clog your hair follicles and do not make your hair to grow. I know a lot of naturals on YouTube that use only grease on your hair and your hair is flourishing, long, and healthy. And when I was growing up, my mother and grandmother used only grease on my hair. They had no idea about these other natural hair products. At that time, there was even no natural hair product. The only thing they knew was grease your scalp and put the hair in braid or twist. So that is not true, and I have very, very long, beautiful hair until I decided to relax my hair around the age of 11 or 12. So using grease, if you are using grease on your hair and your hair is flourishing and your hair is growing, do not allow anyone to discourage you on that. Just do what is best for your hair and give your hair what your hair needs. Now, my last myth, which I do not believe from the natural hair community, is that you can use only water on your hair and your hair will be fine. According to your hair texture, using only water on your hair and not going in with a butter or oil is very bad for your hair. Water do moisturize your hair, but it only do that if you add like a butter to it. I tried that before, using only water to moisturize my hair, and by the next day my hair was dry and hard and it felt very, very brittle. I quickly had to go in with my butter and my oil. Water is very good for our hair, but you just need to know how to use it the right way. On the other hand, if you have a looser texture hair and if water is working fine for you, that's good. But recommending it to a type 4 hair or 4C hair, type 4A, 4B, 4C hair, it's not good for us. It's just going to leave our hair very dry and very brittle. So I will always recommend, if you have your hair in twist and you have already moisturized your hair with water and butters and oil, and every day if you just want to re-moisturize your hair by spraying water while your hair is in a twist, that's very good. But if you just want to use only water to moisturize your hair and leave your hair, that's a very, very bad idea, because your hair is going to break off. It's going to be too dry. And I tried that, and that was my result that I got. So I will never moisturize my hair with only water. I will always use a butter on oil along with the water. So that is my myth, natural hair myth, which I believe to be wrong and it's not true. And if you have any natural hair myth which you think is not right and you heard it from someone else, can you please share it with us? And if you have your natural hair secret which you are using to keep your hair healthy and your hair is flourishing and you want to share that with others to help them achieve their hair goals, can you also leave it down in the comment section and help others as well? If you love this video, you know what to do. Can you please give me a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.